Now I will discuss about another bullet directive, that is for the raw PHP. For example, in the raw PHP, what you did, I am going to the view and here home.bullet.php file. Okay, so from web I am going to call the home. Now here you see that if I click on the home, if I run this, you see that there is nothing. That means it is working. Now if I want to for example define any variable, for example I equal to 1, and then if you check something like that, if I equal to 1, then do something like do something. So if you want to put something like that, refresh, you see that do something. That means this value of the I variable I am going to write into the bullet file, not I am going to pass from the route. I am not going to touch the route, I am just going to call it here. But if I want to replace the full code with the bullet directives, what I will do? If is okay, you know that in order to call it, you just write like this: if I equal to 1, if I equal to 1, then here you will call end if, and then here you write do something. This is okay. But how I will initialize the variable, the value of the variable I, because here you see that I equal to 1. So in order to do that, what I will do, before starting the if directive, I am going to call another directive, that is PHP directive. So you can easily call the PHP directive in your application, and you can write anything here, that is like variable declaration, like I equal to 1. Now it will work. If I go here, refresh, you see that it is working. So this is completely works without any problem. I hope you have understood. Here you can use the multiple statements if you need. That means whatever you want, you can do everything here. If you want, you can also use the echo here, because this @PHP means actually the PHP start tag, and the end PHP means actually the PHP end tag. So here if I call Bangladesh, just as a result echo, straight I am going to call anything of the PHP into this area. So if I do that, you see that the Bangladesh is showing without any problem. So it is working. So for the multiple statements, if you will have to call @PHP, and when the multiple statements, when it will be ended, you will have to call the end PHP. But if you want that, I will only need to put the variable I equal to 1, only one statement. So in order to assign this type of value I equal to 1, what I can do here, it is actually not needed, in PHP is not needed. You can do this thing into here, that is I equal to 1. So if you write like that, I equal to 1, you will see that it will work. If I go here, refresh, you see that it is working. So that means it is perfectly working. And also here I can put, instead of if, just see the value of I, that should be 1, it is 1. If I change the value, I equal to, for example, 800, and then if I go here, refresh, you see that 800 is showing in the output. So in this way, you can easily work with the raw PHP bullet directive.